Hi everybody, this is Vicki, and I'm here to show you a project. I was working on it Sunday, and not really a project. It was just I'm just making embellishments, and I fell. I had injured my rib cage, and I don't know, I was in a lot of pain. So then, I started getting a little bit better, and then I developed a tooth pain. And so I had to go see a dentist, and the dentist sent me to the oral surgeon. The oral surgeon says it gets all swollen up, and I've got an abscess, and um, it's infected. So I'm going to have extraction on Monday, and I'm on antibiotics. But I started feeling a little bit better. But between my rib pain and my tooth, I was a wreck. But today I'm feeling a little bit better, so I started working on the embellishments again and thought I'd show you. So what you're looking at is the project I did last week, and then I found this one little thing, and I just got so excited about it because I really like those, and I knew I had a whole bunch somewhere. And so I looked and looked and found them, and uh, so I got started last week on doing some of the embellishments, and so I wanted to show you. Here they are, bunches. I have even more of these, and when I got them in packages, where's those packages? They came like this. I don't know if you guys bought them at Michael's, but I just really love these, but I never did anything with those. I didn't know what to do with it. So I just kept them, and they were hidden. And then when I found this one that I used, I just found there was just one. So I used it, and then I had to find it. So I finally found them. They were hidden. And so then this is what let me move these out of the way or something. This is what I came up with, are these here that I played with. So originally it was just the white that I did, and then I sanded these down. I put gesso on them, and then I just sanded it down a little bit. And I really like this look. It looks like the weathered wood type of thing. And so then I can use these embellishments, put more stuff on it, or write on it, stamp on it, or whatever, and put them on different kinds of collages, or cards, or whatever. But aren't they beautiful? Look at that design. And the design pops out. I wonder if it's this way or this way. Maybe this way. But I think they're really cute. And see how there's a hole there, so I could use it as a tag if I want to. So there's all the white ones that I found, or that I made. And this one, you can really put something on there, an additional one like that. I did this with color, with some paint, and just dabbed it with my finger. Really, you can probably see some some paint. I like to do these things with my fingers. And this one I did, and it comes out really cool looking, distressed looking. And this one, I just didn't put very much of the paint on it, and I just put some gold, I don't remember if I used perfect pearls on this one, maybe, but or just the gold paint. So and just brushed on very lightly. Here's another one that I did, and then I did some bows. So I thought those are cute. And then if you're doing a project, you can always add, or add different colors on it and make it look different. So those are the bows. So here's another one of those, and then one of these, the pink, and then the white on top. So I just wanted to show you all these. So maybe if you have those, you'll want to play with yours as well. So I did a bunch, and this is with chalk paint. So it comes with chalky looking. I like that look. And this is with regular paint. Oh, I'm going to have to show you this later. And then these, it looks kind of antique-y. And then this is a cameo. And on the other side I put some tissue paper. So tissue paper, you can put these, on it, or like those napkins. And I did this. I thought this really cute for collaging. You can use them for collaging on cards or all kinds of projects. If you do making anything, right? So it's a little flower. Here's another flower, but I put a clear gloss over it, so it comes out shinier, see? But I do like the chalky look best. And that one, and this fan. Used all kinds of paints. I even used the crayons, the Tim Holtz crayons on some. Did this one with some paint. So yeah, so those are all the ones I made with that. And then I did do some with alcohol ink. And so alcohol ink, if you put it right on the cardboard, it'll just sink right in, because it's it's not treated or anything. But if you put either glossy covering first, or put on the what I did was use gesso, and I gessoed it, and then I put the glossy part on, and then it won't sink into the cardboard. And then I just put the alcohol ink, and it came out pretty vibrant, but I wanted to do a little more. This is practicing, and so I put on some white gesso, and then let it dry, and then I use sandpaper or sand block, and kind of sanded it. And that's how I got the look of these. Is just sanding it. You can also use your tool, your tool, and sand it down just lightly, just to take off some of the paint. And then I did this one with the alcohol ink, and then I put the gold, it's Perfect Pearls, on top very lightly. And I think I did some edges of the kind of marker, the Sharpie markers. And this is in gold, and you could do that also with these. That's what this is. And so I like the vibrant colors of the alcohol inks. But then I did get some of these that have the lighter, so you just keep dabbing it and use your blending. It's a blending solution. So this is like water to watercolor ink or paint, and so for your alcohol inks, this is the solution to you would dilute it with and make it fluid, and keep it from drying so quickly, because it dries really, really fast. And then I did do this, and this is how it looks when you do alcohol ink. You can take parts of it out with your cloth, and so this is how this one came out. It's really pretty. So this is all experimenting, and I did this one. And I put the glossy on here over it, so it came out a lot brighter, shiny. This one I made doing the alcohol inks, and then putting the white very lightly on top, the gesso, and then putting the Perfect Pearl. It's powder, very fine powder. Put that on top, and then you did this part on the edges. So, and this is the last one I did, because I did I was watching a YouTube video, and so I was watching how they were telling about dragonflies and how they were symbolizes transformation and change. And so I was writing on my little notes down on there, and I thought, oh, I have a dragonfly. So I did practice with this one, and I kind of messed up with some of the inks, moving it around, and got it too dark over here, so I didn't like that. And so I did the back side of this larger one, and this is practicing with this. And I thought, oh my gosh, it came out really nice. Now this is the good side. See how it's more raised? But I'm thinking, this is fine. I like this. So I'm going to use this in a collage with that, my notes of dragonfly. So I will make it on probably a canvas. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but yeah, so that's one thing I'm going to be using on that. And then if you don't have all this craziness that I have, all these wood chips like this, no, not wood, they're just cardboard or chipboard pieces, you know. But if you don't have those, what I did for the one that I made on the second one, because I didn't have one, this is the original one, and then this one is the one I made up of just paper, and then I backed it on cardstock, or not cardstock, on chipboard, and then I embossed it, and then I backed it on with chipboard. So I thought that came out good, so that's what you could do. And I actually made one that is this is made from an embossing folder, and so I did paper, and then I used chipboard in the back, and then pasted it, and then did the same type of thing. And so I also did this on very thin chipboard and did embossing, and I sprayed it with water, and it got a really nice embossing cut. And so then I can do the same process with this as I did with this with the gesso, and then sanding it down up just lightly. And then so this is some of the embossing. I embossed in this cardstock, and on this one I embossed on just some, you can use cereal box or whatever, and I just lightly used the gesso on there. And then so it's like this. This is just looks like a little tile. And then let me see, do I have another one? Oh, here's another one. Here's another piece. And so let me just show you. I have this gesso, and it's really old, but it works still good. And so you can do your gesso as thick as you want. If you want a background with the alcohol ink, you're going to have to use this all the way, covering it, the whole thing. If you're going to just use the gesso, look, I would just, although this is not the brown color, you could just thinly put it on like that, and it brings out the embossed area, so it comes out really, really pretty. I just wanted to show you that so you got an idea. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. I think it's really fun to do. I love playing around with this stuff, and hope you guys have a really good Sunday, and I will talk to you really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.